Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metro Exodus. This is episode 2. So last time, Artyom continued his search on the surface for radio signals from anywhere else, only to eventually discover that there's a jamming tower here that was preventing anyone in Moscow or outside of Moscow from interacting. And now we've accidentally shot it up.
Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Alright, so we've got 3 shots in a revolver, but it is silenced. Though I don't think we have any throwing knives.
Oh yeah, Agent Hank reporting. Naturally, they're pretending to be civilians. You rookies all think you know everything after a week of service. Yeah, I don't know shit, I know. This place looks clear.
Yeah, I don't really have much time to wait around.
Freeze to death here. Like the shivers. Nah, we can survive the cold. Something else gives me the shivers, though. Tell me, why are we here? Why? I guess to guard the back door. Exactly. And how are we supposed to guard it with this guard? Well, our good guns are gathering dust back home. What if they are gathering dust? I think I'm looking to get a pull out the sword against the right. What if they are gathering dust?
I don't know why I just cut off there.
Pull out the sword against the right or the rest. So they need all the good guns for frontline duty. Safe here. They gave us what was left. That's all. I'd better be in the front lines then. This is rustic garbage. I'd better be in the front lines then. This is rustic garbage.
I guess this audio is positionally triggered.
It can, but can it hit anything? It's not even worth trying to zero in. It's all crooked and worn out. Now you're just whining. You don't need accuracy to shoot spy at point blank range.
Or unarmed children.
Yeah, but how about a watchman trying to snack on me? Then you pray and spray. At least we have free ammo. We can handle a watchman together. If it's alone. Yes, if it's alone. Did anyone check the generator?
Alright, let's be a real sneaky deaky. Try not to get caught here. That was not crouch. I hit C to uncrouch, and that is the throwing knife button. I really gotta, like, unify my crouching controls in multiple games because it's always something different. In Far Cry New Dawn, which I recorded earlier today, it wasn't C, it was... Or no, it wasn't control, it was C.
Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
So I could probably take these guys out. Okay, there's some more filters. Okay, this thing only has 3 shots.
You rookies all think you know everything after a week of service. Yeah, I don't know shit, I know. This place looks clear. Good. Still, we should stay alert.
Did nobody actually hear the gunshots?
Death here. Like the shivers. Now we can survive the cold. Something else gives me the shivers.
Alright, so control is crouch. Yeah, see, I can't actually get up this without jumping, and he's going to hear me if I jump, so I have to kill him with the knife. The deadly ass stab. Okay, so you have the option to either switch guns with your existing one, or just strip the ammo and mods from it. I don't know what that space jump I just did was. Alright, so I should be able to slip right... Oh, or fall right off, which I almost did there.
Attention! The command center came under enemy attack. The attackers are assumed to still be on the base territory.
Artyom, I'm changing position.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately. Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice. Attention! The jamming system is coming back online.
So yeah, we can't actually shut this jamming system off without destroying those towers.
Well done. You're almost at the hangar. Smooth sailing from here.
In 2035, he actually just drags one of them down with a car and a tow cable. Ah, shit. I'm like wedged into here. I wish that not all of the buttons were hold E. Okay, let's take this one. It's got a better
Now we have to find Yermak.
sight on it. I'm guessing I don't want to go back out yet. Is there anything else in here? Okay, there's a generator I can't shut off. So I do have the tin cans I could be throwing, if needed. To all personnel of the SHIELD Project Special Guard Detail, in recent years there's been a noticeable increase in the number of attempts to breach our defenses by spies and enemy agents belonging to previously uncommon demographics. Women, old people, teenagers. This serves to prove the utmost efficiency of the Special Detail's defense effort, leaving the enemies no chance of ever achieving their goals of mapping our defense perimeter and carrying out sabotage by employing standard tactics. For that reason, all members of the Special Guard Detail personnel must carry out their duties responsibly and never falter in applying the special measures to any and all enemy agents detained. The special measures, i.e. a bullet. Remember, the enemy is resourceful and deceitful. The enemy is desperate enough as to throw the last reserves into battle. Still, the enemy resources are still vast, and a cornered rat is only more dangerous. And that's the kind of propaganda shit that people ate right up in the novel. Even when they found out about the jamming.
Ah, the engine is here. Artyom, they got Yermak. We have to get closer. If you get closer, I'll distract them.
So I guess that area outside was actually a side area, and I probably could have picked up a few things if I had.
Artyom, try going down that ladder ahead. Just be careful.
I'm telling you, there was a noise from behind the gate. I'm telling you, there was a noise. Yes, sir. Mika's watching you.
Group A, report your status. Group D, continue patrolling the hangar. Group A, check the courtyard and generator room. Communications were lost there.
Damn, how many guards do they have?
Why can't you just stay still, Yermak? We're on high alert. Civilians aren't allowed to just walk around now. Why do you even want to do that now? You only have nothing planned for tomorrow. It's bound to be canceled now.
Alright, so nothing going on over there. There is actually, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like an edge of the screen indicator for when there's a light source.
What the hell is this? Gotta tell maintenance.
Stealth is just so much easier when you can punch out anybody in one hit.
And I feel like shit. I should see the ghost.
Is that how they're keeping these guards from getting irradiated? They're just giving them blood transfusions? Yeah, we just take out your shitty irradiated blood and give you better blood.
Redeploy to the wind turbine zone.
Aha, you can sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
I repeat, Group D redeploy to the wind turbine zone immediately. Group B is under heavy attack from Watchmen.
Oh, that's convenient. Maybe it's the big pack that we saw earlier. I don't know how many of them are still hanging out around here, though. I think there's the one guy guarding Yermak. That guy.
All clear.
Am I glad to see you here?
Wow. Just punched that chain.
You all right?
Wait, where'd you come from?
Thank you.
She just like dropped in from the roof.
Don't have much time. They'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there
Come
and
on,
switch the
Artyom.
turntable mechanism on. Yeah, and please, be careful. We could easily have the whole base on us. Heads up! It's the enemy!
Alright, I guess we're not stealthing anymore. What is over here? Oh, I guess I could have gone this way.
The enemy's over there! Behind those crates!
But I don't think they know where I am.
Visual on the enemy!
Okay, there's Anna.
I see the enemy! We gotta get
Yep, one good shot to the head. And these guys aren't even wearing helmets. So I can't tell if this is the revolver or an ass shot. I would have thought it was an ass shot because it's only got 3 rounds, but apparently it's the revolver. Alright, Anna, slow down. So I guess we're not going to be getting military-grade rounds as money anymore since we're leaving the metro. Why is this ammo flickering?
Artyom, we've no time. Turn it on.
Alright, it's on.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar!
Oh, there's plenty of ammo around here. Okay, I'm full up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. None of these have mods, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick up. I don't even know what is blowing up.
Don't let go, Artyom.
I let go, sorry. With both hands.
That was intense. Are you okay?
Hey, there's a manual drive on the platform. It's hard to
Artyom.
Just a little bit.
Someone's shelling us with grenades. Or shit's just exploding. I can't tell.
More guards. Get them.
Oh, that's fire. Is this not it?
Let's do this together.
I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna sneak off with this train.
Yes. Run!
Kill them!
I don't know why he's taking his time looking around.
Yes!
Come here, quick! We're going to ram the gate!
You should put the masts on. The sails might be damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
All right, we have stolen ourselves a train. Is that a flashbang in a can?
We apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over. Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier.
There. The Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom! What are you doing here? Talk about
Colonel,
surprise.
this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? It doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line down.
shit,
The Watchers
Sherlock.
won't let
No,
them.
I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What is
in the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir? It's
people
one of
from
them.
other
It's
cities,
forced.
dead! All of them,
Everyone shut
women, children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything.
Hey, what was that horn?
What's going on out there? Down this road. The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark. Is there a safe place to stop nearby? Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser. All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and I can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
at the
I'll
job.
fight for the guys no matter what. Of course. Artyom, Anna, they are
The
with
order
us.
leaves no one behind.
Fucking Steve Blum.
Ooh. All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air.
Is that a good idea?
I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But
So yeah,
they
that's-
just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them!
That's quite the opposite of Miller's reaction in the book. He basically throws Artyom to the wolves. Because they mention the Watchers there, which is interesting.
Radiated on the surface. My father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone. The whole fucking world. And not even batting an eye.
So I guess that must be the cruiser. Which is probably some kind of big armored vehicle. Or just another train.
They caught up.
Stop the engine immediately.
Man, that looks like a better train than ours.
Above your head. That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
You know, if you're still alive.
Some armor. And look at all the machine guns.
So...
Is this what you were hoping
How is
for?
this his fault? You knew everything and never said shit.
I take it we're gonna steal that train.
Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a scratch. Okay, stop it. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so
How about from the inside?
not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox.
Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I really want to blow something up.
Tears here. Artyom will do it.
Artyom, it's your fault. Go fix it.
He better do something about it. Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
I'm not a problem maker, I'm a problem solver.
Plastic
Is that you, Yakov?
Yeah, so cut this shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial.
All right.
Understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your matters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, maps? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
How did we get to this? You don't know? Some asshole stole an engine house. What was that?
No, he surrendered.
Just don't kill me, please. That's it.
You get to live. See, I've heard that's kind of a new thing that happens in this game. Is that sometimes when, you're clearing an outpost or something and the enemy's losing the fight, some of them will just surrender. Because they're smart enough not to keep fighting. The Commonwealth of the Stations of the Ring Line, Treasury, to Lieutenant Colonel Tobman, Special Mobile Strike Force Commander. Colonel, I've confirmed the emergency remittance of 6,000 mil-grade 7.62 rounds in 200-round belts as per the requisition form 76435 you submitted, but I must remind you of the imminent consequences should this transaction not result in a resounding success. Your operations, although not devoid of a certain flair and thus tending to be reviewed favorably, have been a consistent strain on our budget. The present remittance is an overdraft allowed only due to the credit of trust your record has granted you and will be scrutinized up to the nearest board meeting. I hope you understand that this time you positively must produce a satisfactory return on this investment. I guess I'm full up on ammo. I wonder if I'll ever get more ammo capacity. Because otherwise I feel like we're going to be passing up on a lot of ammo. Let's see, do I still have... Oh, I have 4 throwing knives left. That's a lot of guys here.
Easy. We are slowing down. What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole!
My gas mask has a big fucking hole in it.
Fucker! Now you've done it! You, your lackeys, your daughters, you'll all be treated not like deserters, but like rabid dogs! A bullet for each of you!
I was trying to find another mask. No. Alright, so I don't have any grenades or anything, which means I'm just gonna have to open fire on this room full of guys. And also maybe not miss with my fucking throwing knife. Or I can just go through here. Sneaky breaky.
We are slowing down. The brakes on this thing are busted. Don't sweat it, Carlo. My people will help you handle it.
So are we just gonna blow up this train then?
On my mark. On the count of 3.
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1.
Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You, your lackeys, your daughters, you'll all be treated not like deserters, but like a bullet for each of you! I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you damn cripple! Get an unbeatable target!
Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to shoot my way through the train. Oh, cool checkpoint.
Hands up! Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you got it! You, your lackeys, your daughters, you won't be treated not like disasters, but like rabid dogs! I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you terrible, forget about visible targets! Next quick, these out of the day, fire as well!
Artyom, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Yeah, I'm working on it. There's kind of a lot of them on this train. God damn. You get on it real quick, but the thing is, even though I'm on hardcore, we are at very close range here, with not a lot of room to hide.
Hands up! Enemy on the train!
If only I could turn this gun around.
Now you've done it! You, your lackeys, your daughters, you will be treated not like disasters, but like rabid dogs! A bullet for you! I'm shooting you personally through your forehead! Fire as well!
Artyom, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Well, I do have med kits. I can't tell if there's still another... Oh, there he is. I think the other guy just surrendered. Thankfully, they don't seem to, like, change their mind about surrendering. Alright, let's just blow up their fucking...
Place the bomb as close to the boiler as you can!
Just not also.
I mean, it's not gonna matter that I didn't shoot you. Okay, he's gonna jump off. And I guess that guy got immediately crushed by the other train.
Hold on!
Maybe should have waited till we were a little farther ahead, but I guess all that armor kept the explosion in.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
I still think it would have been better to keep the armored train. Alright, well I guess now we're free to start our exodus.
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
Ah, quit your whining, Miller. Also, I find it very odd that Miller's gas mask does not have a filter in it.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Alright, so we're 108 kilometers from Moscow. And already there's no radiation.
Why the long face?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder. What next? Where do we go?
Look at that Artyom arm hair tech.
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
I'm glad you brought your fucking beret.
Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was
Oh, you can't do photo mode when people are talking?
telling
That
the
seems like the
truth?
best time to.
Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago, under a strict you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now, which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If our team finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do.
Wait a moment, what was that?
Is code 1811-79.
Listen, everyone.
Area 18-5. I repeat, proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79.
What was that number
Area
supposed to
18-5. Only by standing
So
together
it is
shall we
somewhere
overcome any
around
and all
the
obstacles.
Yamantal Mountain. So the route from here should go...
Yeah, let's just go to the first radio signal we hear.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change, everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
Well, I'm sure we can find plenty of vodka out here.
So we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Oh, come on.
Aurora, the rolling goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what.
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Ah, beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
God damn it.
Later.
Looks like it's decided.
That's gonna be my reaction every time Sam talks. It's just such a weird decision. They're like, yeah, don't even do an accent or anything. We just want you to do your normal voice.
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That's
Maybe he's an American that was stranded in the metro.
full steam ahead.
Aye. Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna. I was expecting an arrow from a Cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay?
Alright, well, apparently we're still passing cities right now.
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Or not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a stonking otar. When you homed those missiles in on the dark ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well.
Let's see if I can get a photo of this. Also, it's a weird thing, but it has this photo mode, but there's no actual, like, screenshot button in-game. So the photo mode doesn't actually really do anything unless you've got something else running to take photos. Like that.
Links emerge from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
Why don't you give it a yank?
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we could bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow
Oh.
will have to stay put.
So,
Why? We're just a short way from the city.
he actually is American.
Things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
Well, now I wonder how he sounds in the
Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here.
Russian
But the public didn't know that.
original
They want to
voice.
stay down in the metro if we told them.
We cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think would they do to you, Uncle Sam?
Yeah, I guess that's why they call him Sam. I was gonna make a joke about that because of his lack of an accent, but makes sense.
And even if you pull
But why didn't they kill him as a spy then if they're so,
back into the metro,
like, afraid of America?
you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station dwellers. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
I wonder why that building is missing its
What if
side
there was a
texture.
proper evacuation.
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides...
Though one thing that was different in the novel is that
you have to settle them some.
in there, the Watchers control all of the factions in the Metro, not just Hansa. The Reds, the Nazis, and would pit them against each other to keep the population in the Metro low, so it doesn't, overpopulate, which is why they set up wars.
The Colonel was in the know?
Zrank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons, recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the Metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiot.
Idiot. Alright. Alright, they're not done yet.
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
Now, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Aha, that. Yeah, it certainly is a coal guzzler, this thing. But then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood.
I mean, there is a surprising amount of trees still standing.
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters. While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them.
Oh, there'll be a need for them, don't you worry.
Sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that meal-grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might meet.
You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches.
Just remember that nuked Russia is supposedly to these people taken over, or sorry, nuked America somehow has taken over nuked Russia.
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Alright.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
Well, we don't have much of a train yet, and I can't even get to the back.
Really, it's quality that matters.
Artyom, a couple of words.
What's up, stepdad?
Artyom, what's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you you're not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after our fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same. You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound?
Well, that's their problem now.
Anyways, no matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter and will never become one. I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood? I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
All right. How long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years, we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Probably a lot better than you think, Artyom. Alright, let's take a quick look around here, and then I think we'll call it for the second episode. A lot of talking in this one, but that's kind of just Metro. I mean, there will be times where we're spending the whole time out in the wild.
Froze anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you.
I thought you were full of shit.
I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes! Sound the alarm!
It's almost like they aren't happy about a train running through their camp.
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
Alright.
Report to the bridge, on the double.
Guess I can't jump down.
Are you alright, Artyom?
They pierced the cylinder!
How bad is it? Can we move?
No, we're stuck!
Ah, shit!
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniforms?
None. They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we can't be sure. I was expecting to run into them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge. Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water. We need intel. Here, Artyom. I put a mark on your map.
Here,
Find out
Artyom.
what you can about that bridge.
We will all stay on train.
Ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine. Yermak, when can you get the Aurora running again?
I don't know yet. Gotta check on that cylinder, but a full day at least.
I see. Get to it.
Let's go, Artyom.
Alright, it's gonna be our first venture out into the new world.
Prepare the Aurora for a defensive action.
Don't forget your backpack. It's a new model. A portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside.
Yes, sir. Sir, hello.
It doesn't come with crafting materials though, so keep an eye out for those.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
Sure thing. I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock.
He probably wasn't meant to stop a full train.
Well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there.
Alright, so if I want any other weapons, I'm gonna have to find them.
The country has been destroyed or occupied.
Also, my Kalash, not looking great.
Even those who speak our
It's like half the assembly is gone.
by conviction or out of fear.
So that seems like it would jam pretty easily.
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy, enslaved or something.
So I think we can pretty much explore all of this. So I guess first we'll have to do what it wants us to do. So we're gonna stop here before we get too far.
Hey, what was that?
Thought maybe I could get into this train. Oh, we got a big old swamp here. Wonder, do I have binoculars? Nope. I hit B and an icon of binoculars came up, but I don't think I have any yet. Alright, well, this seems like a good place to stop for Metro Exodus. So, next time we'll actually, start looking around. And get to see some of this new world. But until then, I've been Shadefire, this is Metro Exodus, and I hope you'll join me next time. Until then, stay safe, comrades.